Kevin Costner has long stood as one of the most respected figures in American cinema. Across decades, his calm presence and quiet strength have defined some of Hollywood's most beloved films. He protected love in The Bodyguard, inspired faith in Field of Dreams, and reshaped the Western genre with Dances with Wolves. To audiences, he often appeared steady and unshakable, a symbol of integrity in an industry known for excess. Yet behind that familiar face lies a life marked by instability, grief, risk, and relentless perseverance. He did not inherit opportunity or privilege. He built his career step by step, enduring rejection and public failure along the way. Now, in his 70s, his story stands not merely as a tale of fame, but as a testament to endurance. His journey reminds us that true strength is forged long before success arrives. Childhood marked by silence. Born on January 18, 1955 in Lynwood, Costner entered a family already shaped by loss. 2 years before his birth, his parents lost a baby boy after only 1 day of life. That grief quietly settled into the household. Rarely spoken of, but always present, his father worked physically demanding jobs to support the family, while his mother balanced professional responsibilities with the emotional strain at home. Money was limited, and emotional expression even more so. Kevin grew up sensing sorrow in the silence around him. Conversations were careful. Feelings were restrained. Though loved, he learned early that vulnerability was often hidden rather than shared. That environment shaped his inner world. He became observant, thoughtful, and introspective. The quiet tension of those early years did not break him, but it left a lasting impression, teaching him to listen deeply and to carry emotion beneath a calm surface. A childhood of constant movement. Stability never seemed to last. Because of his father's job, the family moved frequently throughout California, shifting from one rented home to another. Each relocation meant starting over, new schools, unfamiliar streets, and the awkward loneliness of being the new child in class. Friendships formed slowly and disappeared quickly. For a shy boy, these constant disruptions felt heavy. He often stood at the edges of playgrounds, watching rather than participating. Teachers sometimes overlooked him. Louder classmates commanded attention. Over time, he learned to adapt quietly, observing people and studying behavior. The church choir became a rare refuge where his voice mattered and his presence felt acknowledged. Yet as soon as the music ended, he returned to anonymity. Moving so often taught him resilience, but also deepened his sense of isolation. Those early years of change prepared him for Hollywood's unpredictability long before he ever considered acting as a career. Lessons forged through loneliness. Loneliness, though painful, became a powerful teacher. Costner discovered that endurance grows in silence. He learned not to depend on external validation, because it could vanish without warning. By the time he finished high school, he had experienced instability that many face much later in life. He understood that comfort was temporary and that survival required flexibility. Rather than becoming bitter, he developed a quiet determination. Inside, stories began forming, imaginative worlds that offered escape and possibility. Though he did not yet recognize it, storytelling would become his future. Hardship gave him emotional depth, and emotional depth would later define his performances. The shy boy who once felt invisible was slowly building inner strength. These lessons were not glamorous, but they were foundational. They taught him patience, humility, and the courage to endure uncertainty, qualities that would prove essential when chasing a dream few believed he could achieve. Choosing the uncertain dream. After college, practicality guided his first steps into adulthood. He earned a degree in business and secured a stable office job. He married his college sweetheart, Cindy Silva, and appeared to be building a conventional, secure life. Yet something inside him felt restless. The safety he had long craved now felt confining. During his honeymoon, a chance encounter changed everything. Seated beside legendary actor Richard Burton on a flight, Costner nervously confessed his dream of acting. Burton listened thoughtfully and encouraged him to pursue it. Those few words carried unexpected weight. Soon after, Costner made a decision that defied logic. He left his steady job to chase an uncertain future in Los Angeles. It was not an impulsive leap, but a calculated risk fueled by conviction. He understood the odds were slim, yet he also knew regret would haunt him more than failure ever could. Hollywood's harsh reality. Los Angeles offered no immediate welcome. Instead, it tested him relentlessly. Costner took odd jobs to survive, cleaning boats, driving trucks, and giving tours of celebrity homes. Auditions often ended in rejection, sometimes before he could even perform. Money was scarce and doubt constant. His early film work, including a small role in Sizzle Beach, USA, brought little recognition and even some embarrassment. At one point, he filmed scenes for The Big Chill, only to see them cut from the final version. Watching the premiere without appearing on screen was a humbling experience. Still, he refused to quit. Each setback reminded him of childhood moves and fresh starts. He had learned how to endure discomfort. Pride kept him from returning home defeated. Though progress seemed invisible, resilience was quietly strengthening. Hollywood's cold indifference did not extinguish his ambition. Instead, it sharpened his determination to prove he belonged. The breakthrough to stardom persistence finally met opportunity in the mid-1980s. Director Lawrence Kasdan cast him in Silverado, giving him a platform to display both charm and intensity. The role marked a turning point. Soon afterward, his performance in The Untouchables elevated him to leading man status. Audiences responded to his understated strength and moral clarity. In 1988, Bull Durham showcased his charisma, while 1989's Field of Dreams transformed him into a symbol of hope and nostalgia. His characters felt authentic, flawed yet honorable. Success did not appear overnight. It was the result of years of invisible struggle. By the end of the decade, he was no longer an outsider. He had become one of Hollywood's most bankable stars, trusted by audiences and studios alike. The boy once overlooked in classrooms was now commanding screens across the world. The risk that changed Hollywood. In 1990, Costner made a bold decision that many considered reckless. He directed and starred in Dances with Wolves, an ambitious Western partly spoken in Lakota. Studios doubted its commercial viability, warning that lengthy historical dramas were risky. Production challenges mounted, budget overruns, harsh weather, and logistical chaos, yet Costner refused to abandon the project. He believed deeply in its message of cultural respect and human connection. When the film premiered, skepticism dissolved into acclaim. It won 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director. The film grossed hundreds of millions worldwide and revived interest in Western storytelling. More importantly, it demonstrated that passion-driven filmmaking could triumph over industry cynicism. Costner had gambled his reputation and emerged victorious. For a moment, he stood at the pinnacle of Hollywood power, admired not only as an actor, but as a visionary storyteller. Personal life and private battles. Behind professional highs and lows lay personal challenges. His marriage to Cindy Silva endured the early struggles of his career, but strained under fame's demands. Long shoots, travel, and constant attention created distance. Eventually, their relationship ended in divorce, bringing emotional and financial consequences. Later relationships and marriages also faced public scrutiny. Success could not shield him from heartbreak. Balancing fatherhood with celebrity proved complex. Throughout legal disputes and tabloid speculation, he maintained relative privacy, rarely responding publicly to criticism. The same quiet resilience that guided his career helped him navigate personal storms. Though headlines focused on wealth and settlements, deeper struggles involved identity and belonging. Fame amplified every misstep, but it also underscored a truth: public admiration does not guarantee private peace. Costner's life illustrates that endurance applies not only to careers, but also to relationships and personal growth. Conclusion: a life built on endurance. Kevin Costner's journey transcends celebrity biography. It is a story of persistence shaped by silence, strengthened by rejection, and tested by both triumph and failure. From a restless childhood in California to Oscar-winning acclaim and public setbacks, he has repeatedly chosen resilience over retreat. His performances resonate because they carry lived experience: loneliness, hope, doubt, and courage woven into every role. At 70, he remains active, creative, and unafraid to risk again. His life reminds us that success is rarely linear. What defines a person is not uninterrupted victory, but the willingness to rise after falling. Behind the awards and headlines stands a man who learned early how to endure uncertainty. That endurance became his greatest talent. Long after specific films fade from memory, the lesson of his life will remain. Strength is quiet, persistence is powerful, and standing back up is the bravest act of all.